It starts as a routine traffic stop, but within seconds, the suspect floors it. Officers in Okaloosa County are thrust into a high-speed pursuit through Florida streets. Speeds exceed 100 miles per hour, lanes are swerved across, and every second could bring disaster. Hold on tight, this chase is about to explode into chaos.
Okaloosa County, Florida, 2025, deputies in Okaloosa County tried to stop a red Toyota pickup tied to felony warrants. When the driver, 24-year-old Malik Naquan Humphrey, refused to stop, troopers with the Florida Highway Patrol joined the chase.
The pickup roars northbound, weaving through traffic at breakneck speed. Troopers maintain tactical formations, waiting for the perfect moment to intervene. One miscalculation here could flip the vehicle or worse. Would you risk a PIT maneuver at this speed, knowing a single slip could be catastrophic?
The pickup roared north on Highway 85, pushing past 100 miles per hour. Troopers closed in as the suspect swerved across lanes, ignoring every attempt to bring him down. The chase pressed past intersections and deeper toward Duke Field, with officers holding position and waiting for the right moment.
Over to channel 1. All units that's not involved, over to channel 1. That message is 1396. You can update it so you can. That message is 1396. You can update it so you can.
Hit.
I copy hit.
Near the 20-mile marker, troopers performed a pit maneuver that sent the Toyota into the woods. The truck flipped onto its roof, and Humphreys bolted into the Eglin Air Force Base reservation on foot before being chased down and arrested. Charges: kidnapping, multiple counts of felony, fleeing at high speed, resisting an officer without violence, driving while license suspended, failure to appear, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, failure to appear, burglary out of state. What began as a traffic stop quickly escalated into a 100-mile-per-hour pursuit through Okaloosa County. Humphrey's attempt to outrun deputies and troopers ended upside down in the woods and left him facing charges that go far beyond speeding. March 7th.
Meanwhile, in Atlanta, the white Ford Fusion tears through residential streets and onto the interstate. Officers execute multiple pit maneuvers, K9 units are deployed, and air support tracks every move. The suspect's desperate attempts to escape test every protocol. Precision and split-second timing are the difference between capture and disaster.
7th, 2024, Atlanta, Georgia. On a March afternoon, troopers working with Atlanta police were tipped to a white Ford Fusion tied to a theft case. When the Fusion rolled out of a parking lot on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, units lit it up for a window tint violation. Instead of pulling over, the driver punched it.
114, go ahead.
We're eastbound on MLK. 795 is trying to stop the white Ford Fusion. Stand by for 28. We're slow rolling. Good, keep going around. Dogs with you. He's got a blank around. Give a second. Probably gonna go there. I'm here.
The Fusion tore through residential streets, ignoring stop signs, squeezing past traffic on the wrong side of the road, and nearly clipping another vehicle at an intersection. The chase spilled onto Interstate 20, where the open highway gave the suspect room to push even harder as troopers stayed locked in close behind.
Clear all right, Martin.
Coming up to I-20, going I-20.
Clear 20, one on I-20.
Get on eastbound to 20, eastbound to 20.
Clear eastbound 20. Clear on pit.
Another pit.
Clear 6 pit. Clear eastbound 20. Clear on pit.
A pit maneuver spun the Fusion into a guardrail, but the driver fought to recover. A second pit finished the job, smashing the car against the barrier and disabling it. The driver, identified as Juwan Jackson, bailed on foot down an embankment. K9 Loco caught him briefly on a fence, but Jackson broke free and ran onto nearby railroad tracks. With air support tracking him from above, troopers moved in. A taser deployment finally dropped Jackson, and he was taken into custody. Juwan Jackson was charged with window tint violation, 16% felony, fleeing and eluding reckless driving obstruction of a law enforcement officer, driving while license suspended, revoked active warrants for criminal damage to property, 2nd degree. What started as a simple tint stop turned into a chase across neighborhoods, highways, and rail lines. Juwan Jackson's run ended with a taser, a K9 assist, and a stack of charges that guaranteed his day in court.
You better roll his window down. Roll it down.
August 16, 2025.
Forest City sees Colby Taylor pushing his vehicle to the limit, dodging pits and weaving through intersections. Each turn could be the last. Officers stay close, forcing the driver's hand until a third PIT finally brings the Alima under control. High-speed pursuit requires calculated risk. Would you have held the line under such pressure?
Forest City, Arkansas. At 2:16 a.m., a trooper stopped a white Nissan Altima for junk hanging from the mirror and no insurance. The driver, Colby Taylor, smelled strongly of marijuana, but instead of answering, he rolled the window up and suddenly took off.
East on Broadway, turning back on Gorman. We're heading back towards Division. Adam Henry, John, 92 Charles. Going east of Broadway. North on Division. TBI.
Taylor sped through Forest City streets at 60 miles per hour, cutting corners and blowing through stop signs. Officers attempted multiple pit maneuvers. The first spun him briefly, but he recovered. The second miss gave him another chance to push deeper into neighborhoods, weaving through intersections and forcing patrol units to stay close. Each sharp turn looked like it could be his last, but Taylor kept pressing forward, showing no signs of stopping.
Where's some business? My son being said. Get the PDI again. Coming up the sheriff. North on Cherry. Cornell Murray. I'm Murray. Living the city again. He's still going. Second TDI, second TDI. Second TDI, second TDI. TDI.
On the third pit, the Altima finally spun out. Taylor jumped from the still-moving car, trying to run, but officers chased him down within seconds. Even after capture, he resisted and spat at officers before being taken to the ground a second time. A firearm was found in the vehicle, and with Taylor being a convicted felon, that added serious federal weight to the case. Taylor was charged with felony fleeing by vehicle resisting arrest assault on law enforcement, spitting on officers, possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of marijuana, no insurance, obstructed windshield, multiple traffic violations. A minor traffic stop turned into a wild run through Forest City. But Colby Taylor's desperate attempt ended in cuffs, and with drugs, guns, and fleeing stacked against him, this late-night sprint may cost him years of freedom. April 16, 2025, Interstate 40, Crittenden County, Arkansas. Troopers Bird and Puckett were sitting on I-40 when a black Kia Optima blew past them. The car's tags were more than a year expired, and when they tried to pull it over,
on Interstate 40, a black Kia refuses to stop, crossing lanes and blasting past construction zones. Tactical vehicle interventions spin the car into barriers. Even with damaged vehicles, suspects push forward. This is high-stakes decision-making at its finest. When to continue, when to control, when to end the threat. Every choice matters.
the driver merged across lanes without signaling and refused to stop.
Boy David, Nor 8809. Tennessee. TBI. Get ready. Felony takedown.
With sirens wailing, the Kia shot into triple digits as it approached a construction zone. Troopers had little choice. A pit maneuver spun the car into a guardrail, but even with the hood smashed up and blocking the windshield, the driver kept pushing. A second pit slammed the Kia into a concrete barrier, finally bringing it to a crawl.
Turn around, watch. Hands. Let me see your fucking hands! Hands! Hey, keep on him, I'm gonna turn the siren off. Hands up! Keep his hands up! Turn around! Hands up! Walk back! Keep your hands up and walk back! Hands up and walk back!
The driver climbed out of the passenger side and ignored multiple commands, casually strolling toward the troopers until they took him into custody. He was identified as Ronald Dortch of Memphis, Tennessee, driving on a revoked license in an uninsured car with expired tags. Dortch told troopers he fled because his daughter had been shot, but officers confirmed he was alone in the vehicle and found no evidence of an emergency. Dortch was charged with felony fleeing refusal to submit to arrest. speeding, driving on a revoked license, no insurance, expired tags. A routine expired tag stop turned into a reckless sprint through a work zone. Ronald Dorch's excuses didn't save him from cuffs or from a fresh stack of charges waiting at the jail. April 7, 2025, Union County, Arkansas. Just after 12:30 p.m., a trooper spotted a silver Nissan Altima with a cracked windshield traveling along Highway 7. The driver turned onto back roads.
Union County erupts as a silver Nissan darts onto county roads, cutting corners and heading head-on toward officers. The chase snakes through ditches and intersections. Troopers maintain pursuit, deploying PITs to finally disable the vehicle. Officers must anticipate every evasive maneuver, a game of cat and mouse at deadly speed.
Crossed the center line and ignored commands to stop. Moments later, the Altima hit the gas and fled.
Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. 25 more, 1037, 1037, we're headed back northbound toward 335. Driving left to center with 3 stop.
The pursuit twisted through county roads, with the Altima darting into ditches, braking abruptly to block patrol maneuvers, and even steering head-on toward the trooper's car. The driver weaved across intersections and pushed deeper onto rural roads, refusing to stop as patrol units stayed locked on his bumper.
We are going northbound on 335 toward Highway 7.
25, if you can get on top of it, try to go in TBI and you get in 55.
Okay, he's trying to flip around northbound, flip around southbound, flip around southbound. TBI, TBI, TBI. Get back here! Oh, no, you don't.
Near Wyatt Drive, troopers performed a successful TVI, disabling the Altima. The driver, identified as Malik Bolton, bailed out and tried to run but was quickly chased down and arrested. A search turned up 6 ounces of marijuana, open bottles of whiskey, cash, and a backpack of packaging materials. Bolton also had an active warrant with the Arkansas Department of Corrections, charges felony fleeing by vehicle possession with intent to deliver, felony tampering with physical evidence, felony fleeing on foot, misdemeanor, open container of alcohol, misdemeanor, driving left of center A, cracked windshield traffic stop spiraled into a dangerous chase through Union County. Malik Bolton's escape attempt ended with a crash, a foot pursuit, and a long list of felony charges waiting at the jail. April 26, 2025, Pulaski.
From Pulaski to Columbia County, a Dodge Charger, a stolen ambulance, and multiple vehicles push authorities to their limits. Speeds surpass 115 miles per hour, crashes loom, and tactical interventions are executed flawlessly. Each suspect showcases the danger on roads, but coordinated pursuit, air support, and careful timing bring them all into custody safely. Could you stay calm under this chaos?
County, Arkansas. At 3 a.m., a trooper spotted a white Dodge Charger flying down a 30 at 100 miles per hour, weaving through lanes without signaling. When lights came on, the driver slowed, but not enough to stop. Instead of pulling over, the Charger drifted between lanes and kept pushing down the interstate. Sirens blared as the car hovered around 85 miles per hour, ignoring every chance to surrender. By the time the pursuit passed the 134-mile marker, it was clear the driver wasn't interested in stopping voluntarily.
Just a donation, Jefferson.
A tactical vehicle intervention ended the chase, spinning the Charger out. The driver, Marquise Christian, stumbled from the car so drunk he could barely follow commands. He was arrested without further incident, but his behavior escalated at the hospital. Christian cursed at doctors, disrupted patients, and even threw a urinal across the room before being released back into custody. Christian was charged with fleeing DWI, third offense, driving on a DWI suspended license vehicle offense, ignition interlock device, violation reckless driving, speeding improper lane change, improper window tint, careless and prohibited driving, disorderly conduct, separate citation for ER behavior. What began as a 3 a.m. highway pursuit ended with Marquise Christian in jail, facing his third DWI, a stack of traffic charges, and a disorderly conduct citation earned in the ER. His reckless run proved the only thing faster than his Charger was the list of charges waiting for him. Columbia County, Arkansas, April 26, 2025, around 1:25 a.m., a trooper tried to stop a black Camaro on Highway 79 for expired tags. Instead of pulling over, the driver stomped the gas and tore north toward Magnolia.
Checking me. Coming up to the intersection here at 7982 East. Just about hit somebody walking across the road.
The Camaro blew through intersections at over 115 miles per hour, weaving into oncoming lanes and nearly striking a pedestrian in the roadway. Spike strips were deployed, and at least one of the suspect's tires was hit, but the Camaro kept going. Even with units calling out his every move, the driver ran red lights near Walmart, pushed hard up 79, and showed no signs of giving up.
22, he's on 79 by Walmart.
Coming up to 82 West 79 North. Police, this is one that ran from Price to Stevens.
Returning to the Northville side out of Stevens.
I'm trying TBI, keep spring checking. TBI, he's in the tree. Start me at 1016. TBI in the tree, 79 north before McNeil. I need EMS.
Troopers moved in with a TVI north of McNeil. The Camaro left the road, smashed into trees, and rolled over violently. The driver was trapped inside until officers ordered him to crawl out the back window. Covered by rifles, they had him inch forward on his hands and knees before finally taking him into custody. The suspect was charged with felony, fleeing by vehicle reckless, driving, speeding 115 plus miles per hour, expired tags, failure to maintain control, multiple stop sign, red light violations. The late-night Camaro chase ended with a crash in the woods and one driver crawling into custody. What began as a simple expired tag stop turned into a dangerous high-speed pursuit through Okaloosa County, and a long list of charges for the man behind the wheel. April 2025, Interstate 40, St. Francis County, Arkansas. Troopers got word over the radio that an ambulance had just been stolen from Forest City Medical Center. Before long, units on I-40 spotted the white Mercedes Sprinter weaving between two tractor trailers, matching the description.
We're heading north on 63. Right now.
Lights and sirens went on, but the ambulance didn't stop. Instead, it picked up speed, changing lanes between big rigs and pushing west down the interstate. The suspect kept rolling toward Brinkley, ignoring every signal to pull over as patrol units prepared to move in.
What are your speeds now?
Speed 82, traffic slide, 111.
Okay. I don't think that thing's going to go much faster than that. Are you driving erratic or anything, or staying on the straight line?
No, that night, not really short or anything. Put my spotlight in the mirror and
On the side, we'll probably have time to get to the Cache River and put bikes out there.
TDI.
Near the 217-mile marker, a tactical vehicle intervention spun the stolen ambulance into the ditch, where it rolled onto its side against the tree line. Troopers held position.
A perfect blend of skill, patience, and split-second decisions keeps these pursuits safe, yet intense. From pits to foot chases, troopers demonstrate precision under pressure. If you enjoyed this adrenaline-fueled breakdown, hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more edge-of-your-seat pursuit analysis from around the world.
Giving repeated commands while reinforcements and a drone arrived. Minutes later, the suspect emerged from the woods and surrendered. She was identified as Tamara LaRue and transported for medical treatment before being booked into jail. The suspect is now facing serious charges: felony fleeing by vehicle, fleeing on foot, theft by receiving over $25,000, obstructing governmental operations, driving on a suspended license, speeding, improper lane usage, driving in the left lane continuously, following too closely. A stolen ambulance barreling down I-40 ended in a pit, a rollover, and a surrender in the tree line. What started as a bizarre theft turned into a dangerous interstate pursuit and left Tamara LaRue facing a stack of felony charges. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.